2009, that was the last one. It was a pretty good season, really. I came out happy with it. I'd had a long break after the 2008 games where I really genuinely did no training, which is something quite a lot of people say, but then they always do a bit. And I did nothing, and it's not something I've ever done before. And so I wasn't really having high expectations for 2009. It was more of a building year, get back into strength and fitness again, and possibly look to 2010. But surprisingly, had a successful year, finished 4th at the World Championships and was consistently in every final in the season, so I was very happy. Yeah. But there's certain goals I have in the sport. I've been around a long time now, and I'm lucky enough to have had some good results and actually surpassed my childhood dreams of anything I'd ever achieve in the sport. To have been a World Championship medalist and an Olympic medalist was, quite surprising to me, to be honest, because I wasn't a brilliant junior. I was just quite good, and then even as in my young 20s, yes, it looked like I'd be okay, but I didn't really think of these things. So I'm actually very happy with how my career's gone so far. But one thing I would like to do is to actually win a World Championships or Olympic Games, the big championship of the year. So I've medalled at them before, but never the gold medal. Yeah. So that would be a goal for me to do in the next 3 years. It's a strange animal, the Olympic Games. In some ways, it's the same as normal. It's the same race rules. You try to go through the gates as fast as you can. You don't want to touch them. You don't want to miss them. You get hit by the waves. You get pushed around. It's the same sport. The difference is off the water, almost away from the water. You stay in the athletes' village with other sports, which is something we never do in canoe slalom. There's so much more media attention. There is the hype, just the simple things like you have to go through security every time to get into the venue, and we're not used to that kind of thing, and it does make it a bigger occasion, or certainly hypes it up to be a bigger occasion, but really in the end it's still slalom. Last year was the first ever major race I've done in Britain, European Championships, and I actually thought it didn't feel any more pressured. It was really enjoyable, actually, to have the attention, to have people interested in what we were doing and interviewing you after the finish line, and I thought that really added to the excitement of the event. I liked it.
But do you think there's a specific development you have to make in order to, make a very good chance to become a #1 at that?
Probably yes, but finding it is quite difficult. It's something I've been discussing with our coaching team, and having already been on quite a high level, the differences are quite small, and you have to look really hard for them. And there's lots of small areas to look at, and maybe if you add up each of these small areas you're working on, it makes a significant difference, but each individually they're only a small change. So I think constantly trying to work on the small areas, be professional, and do everything as best as you can.